Hello, fellow humans. I am going on hiatus. I was fully prepared to do like a text post. Oh, not my camera. But this is exactly what I'm going on hiatus for. When we are doing a manifestation, there comes this, I don't want to say nasty period in between, but there is a layover, let's call it that, between what you had and what you were developing. And I'm in the middle of putting new stuff together. So I'm the type of person that's extremely goal-oriented. You know, I always got a million notebooks and stuff. But I was trying to put together the new while I was still clearing out the old, and it's not. See how that keeps happening? That is the perfect example of what happens when you're trying to do two things at one time. So I was going to do this as a text post and just announce that, hey, I'm going to be taking a couple weeks off from collective videos because I have so much stuff I need to do with people who have paid for their readings, right? Classes. I'm really excited about all the class stuff I have coming up. And guys, I've never been happier in my life. It's like all my magic finally kicked in, all my hard work, my affirmations and all that stuff. Like I was chugging along, but it was chugging along with faith and just knowing that it would work in the end. Now I can see the results. So I'm really excited, but I need to keep up the momentum and I need to lock in and focus. So the picnic basket, right? That was today's message, or the one that I thought I was doing at first, and then I was like, no, don't do it. You can do it when you get back. But I feel like you guys have been such a support system and I was gonna say good influence, because you're not gonna use magic for anything. But no, you guys have been very helpful. You have no idea how many times you have been assisting me when I was like so close to quitting or like just going through shit. So immersion. That is when you completely envelope yourself in what you're doing. I called it tunnel vision at other times, but I'm understanding it at a different level now. My little tripod thing gonna keep trying to go down, like trying to show my boobs. So that messed me all up, sorry. See, this is why I'm not gonna be doing videos for the next couple weeks, because like a million things are coming through at one time. So let me just give me a second. Jesus be a fence. Is this the fencing that Jesus does? It still looks like it's moving, doesn't it? Okay, I'm gonna have to accept this. So, immersion is when you have decided on a goal, right? Nothing is going to get between you and that goal. So if it is not in alignment with it, if it is not fueling it, if it is distracting or taking your attention away from it, it's out, right? The best example I can think of this, and it's so crazy, right, was Yogi Bear. I was like, every episode of Yogi Bear, you did not wonder what the plot was. You knew he was going for the picnic basket. If you decided to watch Garfield, what was he going for? That's immersion. When you know that every single episode, every single day of your life, you are focused on grinding for that one thing. That is your goal. That is how you achieve it when you are using like magic and manifestation and you are wanting to timeline hop, right? You have to build up a certain amount of, I'll just throw it up here and then let it slowly come down. But the price you pay is when you try to do things before it's the proper time. You have hiccups and such. So that is why I am going to be immersing myself in creating the academy and the next tier that we're going to do here, that is going to be completely mind-blowing. For the last couple of years, guys, we have been climbing out of the mud together. If you were just joining me and you're still climbing out the mud, I'm ducking down in the video. Check out the playlist that I have with my video, my class, the free class, that is called Uprising. It is 12 weeks of raising your vibration and shifting into a new timeline so that you can get one that is happier. Usually when somebody has to do the Uprising class, it's because they're rock bottom, they don't know where to go, and they just need to reassess their whole situation, which is okay, because a rock bottom actually gives you the opportunity to go anywhere. You might have been building a whole life before based on something that was not even what you wanted, and then when you get to the rock bottom, you're like, hold on, I want to be a painter. Why was I even doing such and such, such and such? So, I am going to pull for my last collective message for the next couple weeks. You will see things change around the page. I'll be still doing messages and stuff, but they'll be in text just because I need to dedicate my time and energy that is on video towards building the stuff that I have been sort of moved into building at this time. So, what message do I need to deliver to the collective today before my camera phone just slides the freak off? Y'all think the cards can translate that last part? And it didn't do this during my other videos. I know how to take a sign. Cleaning house. Locking in on the details. Focusing on your intention. For you to strengthen your positive resolve. This is a peak of joy. This is flying. This is that cruising altitude I've been talking about. So, when you do the Uprising series, you're going to bring yourself to a certain position. It should be the entryway to your new manifestation. After you get in there, you no longer need to manifest. You've already decided what you wanted, but you have to build it up with your energy. This is breath work. This is meditation. Some people even require like physical exercise to keep up their manifestation. I'm talking to you, Mars or Venus and Aries, right? Once you already know what you want, when you have decided what the picnic basket or the lasagna is for you, you need to be reading books about it. If you're watching a television show, it needs to be about that thing or somebody who has accomplished it. You don't take yourself out of the energy of your manifestation until you have it in your hand. Otherwise, your energy gets divided. It gets scattered. If you are focused on getting a new home, right? Would you be watching classes about learning how to play tennis during this time? No, not unless that's the thing that's going to earn you some money. That's the distraction. You wouldn't be on your phone scrolling or watching gossip because there's any of that adding to the fuel or the flame that you need in order to get to where you're going. Your cruising altitude is just like when you're on the plane. After you've been through the turbulence of takeoff, you finally get to that 30,000 feet where the captain comes on and says, we have reached cruising altitude. You can relax, you can take off your seatbelt, and you can coast through this until you get to your destination. I feel like I am going to be using this time to make sure the destination is right. And you guys should be as well. This is really annoying. You guys should be as well. Getting down needs a pull from this. What is the message I need to deliver from here? Because I just feel all over the place trying to do this reading. Now keep in mind, I did readings this morning. I still have some other ones to do. And it did not slide up and down during the video. But initially I was like, I'm not going to do a video. I'm just going to make a post. And now, when you force something or it's not supposed to, like, you'll get signs. It'll be harder to do. Anything that is meant for you, there might be like little challenges along the way, but you won't have to keep readjusting your rear view mirror. You know? Maybe sometimes you need to be in a place where you're not looking in your rear view mirror and you're just focused forward. I think that's probably what I'm getting personally. The thing you want going this way cannot be reached by what you've been doing this way. So I gotta take this time to change the trajectory, to clean out the old stuff that doesn't align with the new stuff. And I'm saying this because it's coming to me from me, but somebody else needs to hear this too. If we're in here together, we're on the same wavelength. The same thing is happening. Anything that is not gonna go with you, like carry-ons, let that go. Jump in. It says, you're being asked to take a chance and give whatever you're questioning a try. The stars will never align in just the right way. Sometimes you have to take a leap anyway. This is that time. Doesn't matter what it looks like. It's about what it could be if you give it a chance. It's time already, align already. That's a Beyonce song. I don't know the name of it, but it's on the Gift album. Align says, you're being asked to align with your current situation. I love how you can't make this up. Like, I just had a whole conversation with y'all about like stuff that was coming through me and it was already like the answer. This is amazing. You're being asked to align with your current situation. Even if it's not easy to do so, trust that there is much to be learned by being here. Pushing against what it is will only make things harder. Align, surrender, trust. Pushing against. I just wanted to give y'all a little goodbye video. I'll be back like in October. I didn't even think it was going to be that long until I just said it. I'm going to be obedient. I'm going to be obedient and I'm going to do it because there's a lot of stuff that I do have to work on in the background, and I can still write you guys text messages to make sure that y'all are getting whatever's coming through as your confirmation. I feel like I'm getting a new job. Like, this is really weird, and I just want to make sure everybody at my old job is okay. Like, hey guys, I know you usually come to me for A, B, C, and D. I want to make sure that you have all your stuff, which is really weird because I don't foresee me having a new job at this time. This is going to be my job. I'm just going to be doing it in like a way better way. But something new is grounding. Something new is grounding in, guys. And you just need to be in a space to allow. Allow says, you're being asked to open your energy field and take down your walls of protection in order to allow goodness in your life. In order to allow goodness in your life. Sometimes, without even realizing it, we block ourselves from the flow of life. It's safe to open yourself back up again. So once again, I'm going to suggest the money video. If you are having any financial issues, there are 3 different ways where I go about how to help yourself generate money there. If you are in a dark or heavy spot and would like to change your situation, there's the free 12-week class that I have up here on YouTube called Uprising. Take one video at a time because it is metaphysical work. You can't just watch them all at one time and ingest it. No. You have to watch one, allow it to settle in, do the work, and then come back the next week to do the next one. There are no shortcuts in magic. Magic is the shortcut. You can't like shortcut the thing that's making it easier for you, right? This takes time. This takes effort. This takes listening when you don't want to listen, when you're used to doing stuff a certain way. Like, I have so many clients where I'm like, hey, just do this, even though it doesn't make sense. And that's actually called inspired action. So say, for instance, you have a desire to make $10,000 or more a month. I say, all right, well, go jogging every day. And anytime you see it rain, go out there and clear your field, right? These are instructions I'm giving you. But if the client, on the other hand, doesn't understand, this person doesn't start jogging. I'm like, that doesn't make sense. How did that even help me? What they weren't understanding is this is inspired action, right? Or it's going to trigger inspired action. Your funnels were blocked. Your root was blocked. Your aura was clouded. So I was having you jog to clear out your root and be in the rain to clear out your auric field, because that's a natural, like astringent, if you will. After that, suddenly you would have started getting ideas about your business or whatever it was that you needed, that you were supposed to act on, for you to open up the funnel to pull the money in that you wanted. Inspired action is when you listen to your intuition immediately, or what's being told to you, or what feels like the correct advice, in order for you to open up a door that was not open before. And it takes a lot of faith and trust and failing and picking yourself back up again. But it's about learning to trust yourself and your relationship with God. When you get a good idea and you say, no, I'm going to just do it another day, you just missed the opportunity to open that funnel for whatever client or person was looking for that at that moment. When you go to post it the next day, maybe that person already found somebody else and you didn't do what you were meant to do at that moment. You missed your own blessing. Sometimes we count out our own manifestations, not listening to everything that comes afterwards. So if you are somebody who is not in the building phase or still coming out of the scarcity or the lower vibration stuff, right? Listen to yourself, even if it doesn't make sense, because it doesn't have to necessarily do with the thing in order to be loosening up the energy for the thing to come through. If you want a house, you might have to go get your car cleaned. Why? Because you need to clear out the energy of dirty things or stuff that's not taken care of in order for you to get the house that you want. There is a rhyme and a reason and a connection. You just might not always get it till afterwards. It is way better to get the joke afterwards and have done the thing than to understand, oh, that's what this opportunity was supposed to do, and realize you missed out on something. So, I'll leave you with this video, and you all have some training wheels. If ever you're down, there are lots of videos to click through that can resonate with you from another time. And please follow me on the regular Facebook page, but I will still be texting. The website is not up right now because I am not booking any readings. I am working on classes behind the scenes. IAMT students, Intuitive Academy of Metaphysical Training students, you will have access to the classes again after I begin Astrology 101 when I'm finished the final spiritual warfare video. Finally, now that I got to the end, I got the gag, right? One-on-ones are ending September 14th. If you wanted to get one more text chat with me or any orders for any natal or synastry, activations are available. They were not available before. Activation is $99. And if you need some shadow work or if you're in a dark space, the activation is meant to spark you. I'm going to address what's keeping you in the dark spot, but I'm also going to give you the hope and the pattern that you need to kill in order for you to move to the next level. So activation is just to get somebody out the hole and make you feel better. I feel like that's something I should always keep, even though I'm going to be doing new things going forward. I think that's it, guys. Take care of yourselves. Make sure you release during a full moon, which is coming up on the 7th, and plant new seeds on the new moon, which is coming up on the 21st. Do that every month. Stay in your magic. Script stuff out. I am consistently scripting and writing out like every detail as I go along. I don't want to leave any space for me to mess up. At the end of the day, it's you versus you, and everything else works around your magnet and your energy. So, although this was the clusterfuck of information, I could not just go on break without leaving you guys with something. So love you all and have a great next couple weeks.